what you'll never hear is an answer.
Yeah.
Just like that. Oh, she had.
Well,
she came back. I mean, she provided plenty of pushback.
Yeah.
Her plenty of pushback was, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Not, here's why. I don't know any argument that works that way. You say The Who is the greatest rock band in the world. I say Led Zeppelin's the greatest rock band in the world. I rattle off 5 Led Zeppelin songs. You don't say you're wrong. You rattle off 5 Who songs. That's how arguments work.
Yeah.
I say Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. I rattle off a bunch of Peyton Manning records. You rattle off a bunch of Super Bowls and a bunch of Tom Brady records. You don't just say you're wrong and you're oversimplifying it. That's how arguments work. But if you're arguing with someone that doesn't know shit about football and doesn't know shit about music and doesn't really believe that Brady's a better quarterback or that The Who's a better band, just really wants to shut you up because they're working for a place where it's all about Brady and it's all about The Who, that's what you get.
I would argue that they believe in concepts that they've constructed rather than evidence and reality. And so they're not worried about things as concrete as problems solving of a complexity.
And
by the way, I'd love to see where you should have gotten into where she was raised. What happened?
Let me explain something. When I tell smart people it's much more complicated, they then followed up with why.
And what are we going to do?
When people say, I have a field of expertise, that field of expertise is building. So when I walk into people's houses and they go, oh, it's a 2-story house, and what we want to do is we want to take the kitchen and the dining room and the pantry and we want to blow these walls out and remove them completely and open the kitchen into one big grand area, I go, I don't say you can't do that. It's much more complicated. I say these are bearing walls. You have a second floor. Your master bedroom's right above this, and the bathtub's right, 4 feet away from this wall you're going to blow out. There's a ton of weight up there. It's a cast iron tub. We can blow this wall out, but if we blow this wall out, we're going to have to do some serious mechanical, structural sort of engineering here. We can take a header, we can pass it up in flush, or we can hang it down and put the rafters on top of it, or we can do some joist hangers and put it up in the ceiling. But in posts coming down, probably going to have to pour a pad. We're going to have to do some stuff here because we can't just blow out these 2 walls. It's complicated. They're bearing walls. Here's how to fix it if we want to fix it. But I don't just leave it as it's complicated and head into the next room.
Yeah.
The reason I don't leave it at it's just complicated is because I'm trained. I understand the answer. I will happily explain it to them. These guys are liars. They're no different than the fucking snake oil salesman from, the turn of the century. They're really not. They're bullshitters. They know they're bullshitters. The reason they know they're bullshitters is because they never provide an answer. They never provide an answer. They're not liars in a traditional sense that they go like, oh, he's lying about this. Or, it's not the kind of lying when a cop pulls you over and goes, have you been drinking? And you go, no, absolutely not. That's lying when you've had a 6-pack. They're not liars. They're politician bullshitters who want to be on the happy side of whatever the problem is. They don't want to address the ugly side of problems. Unfortunately, that's where the problem lies. And almost everything that is a cancer, don't examine the healthy part of the body. You have to go to the cancerous part of the body and really dig at it and figure out what's going on. You may not like what you see when the biopsy comes back. They work for a network that has a point of view and an agenda. They must not frustrate anyone on that network. They all are like-minded, and they all drink their own fucking Kool-Aid that they just recycle through their own bladders and back in the communal trough, and then they take another fucking ladle full of it.